Hello everyone, welcome again. In this software testing tutorial, we are going to learn about software testing techniques or software test design techniques. Now, before I proceed with the actual topic, I would like to highlight that there is something written at the bottom of my whiteboard and I can't delete it because this is written by my 4-year-old son, and he has requested to keep it on the board and not to erase it, and record the video with this writing. So this is something related to what I already have been creating tutorial series on. He has been listening to it, and recently he has started writing. So he has started basically, or he has tried to write whatever I speak in the tutorial series or in the videos. So if you can guess what he has written, would be great. If you are able to guess, comment in the comment section of this video and he'll be really happy. So I'll record this video with this great piece of work on my board, and now let's get started with software testing techniques or test design techniques. So coming back to the actual topic, software test design techniques, why is test design technique important? So if you have watched my previous tutorial on the principles of testing, we know that software testing principle, there is one principle which says exhaustive testing is not possible. So what that principle means is that even though it doesn't matter how hard you try to do exhaustive testing or try to cover all the scenarios that you want to cover in your application as part of the testing process, it's still not possible to cover each and every scenario that is possible in the application. So because of that, we need to basically come up with the better ideas to design our test case, to write our test case, and that is where these software testing techniques or software test design techniques come in picture. Okay, so these techniques are utilized or applied in writing your test cases, or whenever you are documenting your test cases or scenarios, you apply these techniques and come up with the scenarios so that whichever test case you write, those test cases provide you the maximum coverage of the application, right? So your testing is not random. You are not just randomly testing here and there. You apply the techniques and then you write the test case so that you get the maximum benefit of the testing that you are doing in your application. All right. Now, if I talk about the software testing techniques, I'll cover all black box test design techniques in detail in upcoming tutorials. But in terms of high level, what all software testing techniques are possible, so we can see that software testing can be categorized into static and dynamic, right? So I can say static and dynamic. So these are two broader categories of the software testing. So in the static testing, we have understood about the execution, or basically the testing of the software or the document or anything related to the application without executing the code. So that is static testing. When we say dynamic testing, it is when you execute the code and you actually launch the application and you test the application. So that is dynamic testing. Now, software testing techniques are applicable in both cases. So in static testing techniques, or in static testing, some of the techniques that you utilize are, say for example, reviews, walkthroughs, okay, the other one is technical reviews, tech reviews, okay. Then you have inspection, right? So these are some of the static testing techniques. Then you have static code analysis, all right, and you have data flow. You check the data flow, you check control flow, okay. So these are some of the static testing techniques that you can apply in the static testing. Now if you go through my ISTQB tutorials, you will see all these static testing techniques covered in detail, so you can go through those tutorials and you will be able to understand. If you're preparing for ISTQB certification as well as part of the series, then you can go through those videos and understand what exactly reviews is, what is tech reviews, what is inspection, how formal they are, how informal they are. All that is explained there. So these are some of the static testing techniques that are applied to basically do the static testing for any application or for any software. Now when we come to dynamic testing, now dynamic testing, we have two, basically we can say we can categorize dynamic testing at the high level as white box. Okay, so white box, black box, and then we had this experience based. Okay, so experienced based, in which we have this exploratory testing, right? So we have exploratory testing, and then we have another one is error guessing. Okay, so in the experience based, you apply exploratory testing or error guessing techniques in the dynamic testing approach. Now in the white box, you have several white box testing techniques. So some of the white box testing techniques are, so for example, you have statement coverage, which is very important. So statement coverage, then you have decision coverage, then you have condition coverage, then you have multiple condition coverage. Okay, so multiple condition, right? So in the white box testing technique, you applied some of these techniques, statement, decision, condition, multiple condition, and verify whether the code that has been written as part of the application covers all these white box testing techniques. So you apply these techniques and ensure that everything is working as expected. And with these techniques, when you apply, you ensure that you are getting good coverage as part of the testing. Okay, now in the black box technique, these techniques, the black box techniques, are very, very important, and we'll be covering these in a lot more detail. So when we cover the black box testing techniques, which is basically equivalence partitioning, right? So we can say EP, boundary value analysis. You would have heard about these words. We'll explain with example all these concepts. So equivalence partitioning, boundary value analysis, then decision table, then we have state transition, and we have use case testing. Okay, so these are some of the black box testing techniques. So equivalence partitioning, boundary value analysis, decision table testing, state transition, use case testing. These are very, very important, because if you are doing manual testing, these are the techniques that you will be using day in, day out. And knowingly and unknowingly, most of the testers or members of the team do apply these techniques, but most probably you might not be aware, but you are still somehow, when you are documenting a test case, you will be covering some of the equivalence partition or boundary value conditions you will be covering, or the values you will be covering as part of testing. But if you know these concepts, you will definitely be able to apply these and apply all these techniques properly when you are designing your test cases, which will help you a lot in getting a wider coverage and better coverage in terms of testing for your application. Okay, so if we talk about static and dynamic testing as part of the ISTQB tutorial series, which is already on my YouTube channel, all of these things are explained very much in detail, and cover all the aspects of the ISTQB certification. Now, I won't be covering all these static testing techniques, dynamic testing techniques, and this error guessing as part of this series, software testing tutorial series, because this series is more focused on manual testing approach. So I'll be covering all these black box, equivalence, partitioning, BVA, decision table, and we'll be covering these examples in the upcoming tutorial. I have covered these as well as part of ISTQB tutorial series. So if you want to learn all these concepts in much detail, please go and watch those tutorial, because in this particular tutorial series I'll be covering black box techniques with practical examples, so you understand them very easily and you are able to explain them very easily to any interviewer, or you are able to apply them in the project. But in terms of understanding these in relevance to passing your ISTQB certification, there is a separate series that you should go and watch if you're looking for passing your ISTQB certification and understanding all the detailed concepts, theoretical concepts of these testing techniques. Okay, so that is all about software testing techniques or test design techniques in this particular tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'll deep dive into the black box test design techniques and cover each of those techniques one by one and how you can apply those in your project and write better test cases. So hope this was helpful. Please do share and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.